Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest offense will get first crack at it today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. Third down play from the gun. Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Moving out of the pocket. Wasting no time taking a shot. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. If he just...
Oh, that's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Gets it on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They'll ride the hot hand. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Clemson. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, how many years did Florida State and Miami come down to the last second, and we had another notable matchup today? Florida State went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Right down the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab deep. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. The play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle, it starts. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
Slithers into space. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. The screen. He's got wheels.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Trying play action. Lost one deep down the right side. Finds a seam. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions are not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Dumps it to the back. On target. Turning it on. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Give to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds a spot in the middle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Marshall. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Demon Deacons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The short hands, it's Reed. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Motion from the back. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab near the marker is Curry. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The offense changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Wide out trying to get it in. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. Two incomplete pass. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kearney. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And the returner goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He's going for it all. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Curry. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. A little release to the back. Powers through the defender. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Aggressive. passive-aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll feel the punt and try to get some yardage. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Plows through the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll go right back to the run. Shakes off the defender. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Curry. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Prince. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try the outside to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. He's got him. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Look out, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. The option look. Inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Second. From the gun, running back on the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And now on second down for this offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Second down coming up. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take it.